And it's going to be a little chaotic today, which is perfect for my guests that are in the studio right now. The band's called The Less Offs. My buddy Lauren, who's in the band, I'm working with him on the record label. You might have heard about that on the last couple of shows before I took a little bit of a hiatus. I've been a little bit busy. B, man, good job with the studio, man. This is the first time I've been in here. Like I said, you're going to have to put up with us for a little bit. I don't know how to work shit. Oh, man, all over again. Anyway, why don't we introduce the band? It's here in the studio. Are we? Oh, I can see myself. I don't like that. All right, so we got the cameras going. How you guys doing? We're live on YouTube, I'm assuming, B? Yep, all right. Now, this is going to be epic right here. This band in studio, oh, it's got a delayed reaction. I'm going to freak myself out. Like Stephen King's It. It's going to freak me out. The Less Offs are in studio. I can't mute their mics, so if they piss you off, that's your fault. Why don't we start on my right? Why don't you guys introduce yourselves to the listening audience and tell them, yeah, that's you, dude, who you are and what you play in the band.
I'm Lauren. I play bass.
I'm Jake. I play guitar and sing.
I am Dave Lopez. I play drums.
Ooh, last names. He's fucking brave.
Yes.
Yeah, look at that.
Yes, there's a lot of Lopez.
There is, right?
That's true.
So how you guys doing this fine Sunday afternoon?
Well, I'm fantastic.
Excellent.
I'm happy to be here.
I'm good.
You're good. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Anyway, so thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a while since I've done a show, like I said earlier. B, I can't thank you enough, man, for keeping the spirit of Kaotic Radio alive. For everybody listening, you know, it's been funny over the last few years. When people think about our radio station, we were in Rancho Cucamonga, and now we're in Montclair. This is my first time being here in the studio, and people always thought, you know, that we were making money off this or something. It's just, now you can hear B laughing, right? We did it, you know, Dutchie, my brother, he kept the studio alive. This place, Kaotic Radio, and I'm giving you behind the scenes, you know, info on the studio, right? I always make the joke with my friends and coworkers, family members, punk rock doesn't pay the bills. And Kaotic Radio is mostly a punk rock station. It's going to be. We got a lot of good things in the works. But it's been hard keeping the doors open, you know, to do what we do, to promote the bands, promote the scene. Again, it's weird, man. I'm on my third year here, and I've had lots and lots of great guests here in the studio. I'm happy to still be able to do this. I appreciate you, B, man. Thanks for keeping the dream alive. Do you not have a mic back there? Oh shit! See, this is gonna be completely weird as fuck. All right. Well, we start all over again. I would say we're born again, but we're born against. Yeah, you like that? That was clever, right?
That was good.
Anyway, all right. So the Less Offs are here in studio. Thanks for coming in on such short notice. We got a show coming up with you guys. For everybody listening to, I'm also the singer of a band called Something Ferocious. We'll get into that in a little bit. But if you guys could see, let's see. Let's get this thing going right here. If you see the shirt that I'm rocking, First Off Records, Lauren and I have been working on that for the last couple of months. Things are going great. I'm stoked to be a part of it.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing, man. It's going to be fun. It is fun already. So right off the bat, you guys just had a gig last night. You guys played Highbrow in Upland, right?
Correct.
Yeah, you guys played the Soaring Blackbirds. Who else?
Soaring Blackbirds, Southpaw, and then Flying Brains. I guess Standard & Poor had a kind of an emergency and they couldn't make it out, so Flying Brains were cool enough to come out. They'd done a show out in Anaheim Hills for like a van life kind of thing, like seriously shaggin' wagon type vans.
Okay.
And came out and filled in. It was a killer fucking show.
Right on. So, B, do you have the email pulled up yet? Nope. All right. We'll just keep shooting the shit. He's saying something to me. It doesn't. It's all right, B. Just we got it. I'll just keep shooting the shit. It's all right. So so you guys just played last night.
Yeah. So it was Southpaw's CD release show. The CD's been out for a little bit, but we hadn't formally introduced it to the world, so that's what they were doing last night. It's a great CD, Disconnected. You can find it on iTunes, Amazon. You can find it on the First Off Records website. If you can't catch them at a show, go and download it. They're fucking really great musicians and great guys.
We had them on the show right when they released it. And I can say that if you go back and look, like I said, the YouTube thing is still kind of new to me. You can go back there and catalog and see some of the shows that we've done. So Southpaw was on there. You can listen to the album. We played a bunch of their stuff. But you guys, the Less Offs, how long have you guys been a band?
Oh, geez. Me and Jake here have been together for coming up on 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, 4 years. It's my second longest homoerotic relationship. A bunch of people coming in and out of the band. Dave's been with us now for 7 months. 7 months?
Since March.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So, and this lineup really feels like it's fucking working out. Everybody's kind of on the same page. We all have fucking jobs because punk rock don't pay the bills, right?
Hell yeah.
And it's been a blast so far. We were in, 2 weeks ago? Recording with Dave Klein.
Yes.
We got 2 songs done. We got to get back and get the record finished, but it's just been show after show after show every fucking weekend. And it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon, which isn't a bad thing either.
Right. Oh, that's good. So what we guys in other bands before you get started this, obviously?
Unfortunately.
Okay.
I took a little bit of time off when my kids were born 20 years ago. Back in the day, I was in some bands, and it was what it was when you're fucking 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
But when my kids grew up, this is kind of goofy. I put an ad on Craigslist, shitty bass player looking for a fucking punk rock band, and Jake fucking replied, I guess he liked the influences, and that was that.
And they tricked you into being in the band. How?
Oh. I've been in and out of bands for a long time, but they needed a fill-in drummer for their Vegas tour back in February. Their drummer couldn't make it out to the show, so they actually Lauren knows my old bass player, and so that's how we kind of met each other. My old bass player gave me a call, said, "Hey, this band needs a drummer. You want to fill in? You ain't doing shit." You know what I mean? So I was like, "Okay, I'll check them out." I really liked them. I thought they were really good, so I'm like, I think I could pull this off. I'll try. So,
and what bands were you in before? Just out of curiosity.
I had my own band back in 2000 till about 2008 called Eyesore. It was like a thrash metal. I don't know. I played guitar for them. I stopped that after a while. I was actually in another band called Provider, which was they were called Daykill before. Played guitar with them. That was family. That's family to me. Those guys I know for forever. Then I sat out for a little bit. Same thing as Lauren. I'm a dad, so I stopped playing music for a little while. And then next thing I know, a buddy of mine that was in another band, I used to always play with my old band. He started jamming, doing like country outlaw type music. So I actually sat in and played drums for him.
Wow.
Yeah, playing in like old like Hank 3 and Waylon and stuff like that. It was really fun. Great guys. And I stopped doing that and then sat out for a little bit. And then the next thing I know, got Lauren calling me up. Or texting me, actually, because that's how we talk nowadays. Just texting each other. So
You can't hear my insecurities when I text.
yeah. Mine too, so we got along great.
It was fantastic.
That's funny you mentioned that. I don't think I've really talked about this with the band. So there's a lot of dads in the room, man. I got a brand new kid on Friday night. Just so everybody knows, my wife and I are foster parents, and so we get kids in and out of the house all the time. So I got a new kid, and it's been fun. We might actually cut the show a little bit early. I got to go home and make dinner. But how many kids you got?
One.
That's it. How old?
She's 19.
She's 19?
Yeah,
All right.
19 in August.
I got a 19-year-old too. She's in college.
Mine too. She works and she takes classes in RCC.
All right. I'm not going to ask you because you look way too young to have kids.
That is my son. Yeah. We just got reunited. No,
So do you have any kids?
No.
No,
kids.
none you know about?
Yeah, no.
All right. And Lauren?
Yeah, I got the 2.
All right.
My daughter and my son, 20 and 21.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's rad.
It's crazy shit.
Yeah.
But it's cool now. I mean, being only 43 years old, I mean, I've got friends that have new babies.
Yeah, those guys are stupid.
What the fuck?
Right? I fucking... No, it's true. He's laughing, right? Because I'm 41 and I'm tired as shit. You
All
know?
the time.
Yeah. So the foster kids that we take in, they're like 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old. You know, and it's fucking great because they're just on their fucking phones. You know, and you do your own thing. I don't need a 7-year-old kid running around. You know, my friends are having kids right now too that are late 30s. Yeah.
Not kids, like
What were you
7-year-olds.
thinking, dude? Get that shit snipped or put a fucking jacket on it or something. You know what I mean? It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah,
And,
it's insane.
Well, God bless you. You know, to you idiots out there that are having kids at this age, fucking morons.
Yeah, no, it's not my gig.
No, dude, no. And it's weird. So, all right. So the next question then, since we've all got older kids, and the cool thing is like this is like, I think my wife and I, we were trying to count over the last 3 years with the kids that we've had come in and out of our house. Because my daughter is cool. She likes Bowie, stuff like that.
Yeah.
My son, first show was The Adolescents when he was like 5, and now he's a rapper. So I mean, I guess that's how you fucking rebel against punk rock, and you're like, fuck that, I'm gonna rap. But we were counting, and I think over the last 3 years, in and out of the house, because it's people don't understand foster care whatsoever. They think it's not like adoption. We don't adopt and they're ours forever. You know, we try to reunite them with their families. So I think we're up to like 16 different kids, and this is the first kid that came into the house that's like, I like the Misfits and the Ramones, and I'm like, fucking yes, finally!
Come here, I got some records.
Yeah, I got something I could talk to you about. You know what I mean? But for the most part, they're like, I've had kids that are like, I'm into K-pop, and what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
You have to Google that shit, you know,
Right.
for us, dude. Am I losing you? You're all right?
Yeah.
Jake's
All right.
good.
Please don't talk about K-pop like that.
He did K-pop in his youth. No.
Did you?
No, is that a drug or is it music?
It's music. It's
Oh shit! Never mind then.
well, they say it's music. It's Korean pop. It's like huge now, I guess. And,
Oh yeah.
my new guitar player was telling me the same thing. Like he's like, my kids are into K-pop. I'm like, holy shit, dude. I know we're going way off subject. B, do you have
Something help.
yeah?
Please Google K-pop for me.
Yeah.
Do you have the less offs? Did you find that? No, don't do that.
Nice.
You son of a bitch. Don't play K-pop on my show. Oh, man.
Yes.
Well, let's start off with that because the thing is, right, is so the guys in studio right now, less offs. Lauren and myself are running a new label called First Off Records. Rocking the shirt right now. We got some shows coming up. We've got albums out, man. The Less Offs, the Rundown Creeps, Southpaw. Pretty soon, something ferocious. We'll announce that later. And then the compilation CD, which we've been working on every single night.
Yep.
Got some good stuff coming up with that. Anyway.
Shubies as well. Shubies and Off the Wall.
Yeah, I
They're
forgot
in
that.
mastering. Yeah, so I talked to Dave, I think last week, and he's in the process of getting those two albums mastered.
Okay.
And then we'll be back in the studio. Hopefully, have something out by the end of December.
Outstanding. All right. Well, you guys are listening to the Black Lung Show. It's good to be back with you motherfuckers. B, thanks again for keeping this going. There you go. Here's Southpaw. Oh, shit. Oh, you found him? All right. So this is the Less Offs. Crank it up. And we're back on the Black Lung Show. That was not beer that you. Well, you can see it.
Yeah, it was beer.
We can't
It
lie.
was beer.
Hey, it's how we do this thing. Anyway, thanks for everybody that's listening. Again, thanks for also putting up to it. It's like I said, we're starting over right now. You know, it feels weird. The songs that we were playing from the Less Off, those are old tracks, right?
Yeah, that was off of the release from 2 years ago.
Okay, and so the guys aren't even in the band anymore.
No, the guy that sang that song is not in the band anymore.
So who's singing for you now?
It's Jakey mostly.
The guy that's talking the most.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, this is the thing. He dumps it all out on stage.
Yeah. He's saving himself.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
He's got the
They
pink
say
eye.
still waters run deep, right?
Yeah.
Ta-da.
All right.
I get to be the clown. Cause
Fair enough.
That's what I am.
Fair enough. So those weren't on the new EP,
No,
right?
the EP, nuh-uh.
Okay. Is the EP just self-titled?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And this is do you record this one with Dave Klein?
No, we recorded that out in Riverside.
With Eddie?
At Love Juice.
Oh, with Love Juice.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm trying to keep all this stuff together.
That's all right, dude. I can barely keep it together.
So many fucking bands, right? So anyway, you guys just released. Well, there's three releases right now on First Off Records.
Yep.
So again, if you're watching, the Less Offs, who are our guests right now in studio, Southpaw, which you just heard one of their songs, and we had them on the studio before, and then the Rundown Creeps. So these three are all available where at firstoffrecords.com.
Firstoffrecords.com, Amazon, iTunes. If you can find it fucking digitally, if you can search it, you're going to be able to buy it.
Okay, perfect. And
But better off, go to a fucking show and buy the shit from the bands.
it's probably cheaper that way, I think.
Well, not only that, but I mean, you're out at the shows, man. It's cool. I'm not telling you not to buy it online. I'm just telling you it'd be just as cool if you were at one of the shows and bought the shit.
That's right. You can get it autographed.
Support live music, period.
That's a better
Exactly.
answer. That mine was corny.
Well, that's all right.
That's all right. All right, B. So do you have something for the new album ready? Because there's off the new EP, we've got "Don't Look Back," "Gone," "Nothing More," "The Reckoning," and "Creeps." So, Reckoning. Thank you. This song's called "The Reckoning." You're listening to the Black Lung Show. Here you go. All right. We good? We're good. B's giving me the thumbs up right now. I want to thank you guys all for listening too, because I know it's a Sunday and the NFL is going on right now, and you know, some punks like sports, some punks don't. I want to know what the Dodgers score is. I don't think they've started playing it. B, have they started playing? No, not yet. All right. Hopefully, I get off in time. Sorry, I get a little nerdy. Like I said, you know, this is a weird Sunday for me. It's the first time back. I haven't done a show in a month, and I guess I kind of want to tell you guys about that for a little while. I've been really busy with my kids, new kids coming into my house, and I'm working on a movie. I'm producing a movie called The Gunman's Curse. We'll have it in festivals coming up hopefully when we're done with post production in a couple of months. We'll see what festivals we get that into. So I've been doing that, and then we you know, my band's Something Ferocious, and that's why I sound so sexy right now, because I was just practicing for the last 2 hours. We played a show at this bar in damn, I always forget the name of the city. Those fucking beach cities always sound the same to me. I'll think about it. Damn.
The one you guys got.
Yeah, it's the one that we got kicked off stage. It's the one that we got kicked. Knuckleheads in San Clemente. There you go. All right.
Nice.
It's our tower. Yeah, it's weird. We were playing this show, right? And I was pretty stoked about this. We get to the place. There's no cover charge, you know, and there was supposed to be 3 bands. Ends up only being 2 of us. So let's keep that in mind. 2 bands, right? Us and the Junk Satellites. And they go on first. And then, you know, I'm posting pictures on social media like a little girl. I'm like, they had an Iron Maiden pinball machine. I'm like, yeah, this place is going to be rad. And we had played here, by the way, you know, mind you, about a year or like 6 months ago. We got paid and it was cool. And everyone's, you know, there was people in the audience wearing, you know, my band's t-shirt. I'm like, this is going to be fucking rad. And first time ever in 20-something years of playing, for some reason at this bar, and I don't mean to put you on blast, knuckleheads, but that was fucked up, man. You guys don't know what the fuck you're doing. I guess there's like a wedding chapel down the street from the place, and so all these people from the OC, like really nice, like, you know, all the stuck up looking bitches, you know, the one with the UGG boots and all that shit, they come into the studio, they come into the bar, and they start complaining because we're too loud. They couldn't get their orders right. So it's the first time that the owner comes right. I think he's the owner. I don't know who the fuck this guy was. He comes straight up through the crowd, and he looks at me and he's like, "You guys are too loud. How many songs do you guys have left?" And I was like, "Dude, it's a 30-minute set, and there's only 2 bands." And I'm talking about, it's like 10 o'clock at night, not 1 o'clock in the morning, right? Yeah, dude. I feel you. I feel how you're looking at me. That's what I'm saying. I couldn't fucking believe this shit.
It's never too loud.
Right? Exactly. Fuck. I'm sorry. I get a little bit passionate about this shit. So he came up and he's just like, you know, we're gonna have to cut you guys off. And he's like, I'm like, all right, just 2 songs, right? And my drunk ass, you know, take off. I'm like, you know, if music's fucking scaring you, I'm gonna scare you with my muscles. I take off my shirt, start running around the bar. And I know, I'm not a big man, you know. I got a good sense of humor, but you know, fuck, man, it's fucking tough, you know, playing live and then having people accept you or not accept you, but getting kicked off for being too loud. I mean, that was a first for me, man. What's been the weirdest experience for you guys as a show? Just out of curiosity, was there some show where you just saw some weird shit or something went down?
Being pepper sprayed.
You got pepper sprayed?
Well,
go ahead, tell it. Come on.
This wasn't a less off show that I know, but yeah,
this was years
fucking
ago.
spill.
At a place in Riverside.
Where?
Pepitos.
Oh shit!
Yeah. the bouncers there, they want no one slamming and all that stuff, and they got a little out of hand, and people were getting pepper sprayed because they couldn't stop the people fighting the bouncers. And some dude got pepper sprayed, and it hit him so hard in the face, it hit me while I was playing. So I had to put my guitar down. My band kept playing though, like they're supposed to. And then went took someone's pitcher of beer and poured it in my face, went back and kept playing.
Orale, look, I'm so proud of you. That's a bad motherfucker right now.
That was when I had back in 2003 or 4, something like that.
Wow,
that was a while back. And then another time too at the Wheelhouse in Hemet.
Jeez,
oh
that's
man,
asking for fucking trouble.
Yeah,
right
yeah, we played a song and a half. The guy who was running the place, he gave us like this whole long speech about who he was and not to fight breaks out, not to stop playing. And we kind of told him like, do you know who we are? Like, do you understand? Like, whatever, that shit happens. And after about a song, I realized I seen everyone get into it. And next song, I said, let's just keep playing. About halfway through it, I already seen everyone going off. Then the same guy who gave us the long speech about make sure you keep playing, because he gave us the, don't stop playing.
Yeah.
I just looked over my other guitar player like, no, keep playing. And then next thing I know, the guy shut down our power, and then turned it back on, and my guitar player did not appreciate that, and but. It was a good time.
So there were some fisticuffs, a kerfuffle, so to speak.
We ended up going on like at 12 at night. It was a benefit show, actually. And we didn't go on till like about almost 1 in the morning, man. And everybody was already kind of tipsy, whatever. And it was always a good time. That's why being in this band, I like it, because everything's so peaceful and everyone's cool and knows each other. I'm like, all right. I get to go home and not be hungover tomorrow. All right,
Is that all the time true?
No,
I go home and I wake up hungover a lot.
Yeah, well, but it's fun. I like it. Big difference. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm older now. Everything hurts when I wake up in the morning, regardless of anything that happened the day before.
Oh, I feel you. I feel you. Things are a lot different too. Like I got a lot of crazy stories from like the early '90s and stuff like that. That's why I love sharing these stories, and I think the audience likes hearing this too. You know what I mean? Instead of just me coming on on the air and asking you guys like, who are your influences, and what do you guys want to do? What are the plans for the band? There's no fucking plans, man. We're gonna play some shows, right? We're gonna hopefully get paid, hopefully not get arrested.
Hopefully play the songs right.
Yeah, if we can remember. So has there been any crazy shows with the less offs or anything weird?
I think probably, and anybody who's played at the dive bar out in Vegas knows their sound guy.
Anybody want a beer? By the way, I'm sorry. Bree's coming in.
Yeah.
He's bringing a Tecate. Look at him, dude. Orderly.
Thank you, B. Fuck you, Dave. You don't get a Tecate.
Whoa.
That is so rude.
You need Clamato with that.
So the sound guy out at the dive bar is kind of a real weirdo. Like, he comes across, and what is he? Fucking Irish?
Nice.
Scottish? Some shit?
Thank you, sir.
So the loading's on stage right? So we're loading in, and he's like, hey, you fucking cunts! Get in my area! Move your fucking shit or I'm throwing you out! And we're like, what the is he fucking serious? I don't know. We can't fucking tell. We were out there playing with our friend Sandbox Bullies.
Okay.
And Robbie Bell comes in. He's like, no, it's cool. He's all, fuck you, you fucking Irish twat. And he's like, fuck you, you fucking American. And we're like, holy, I didn't know. I didn't know whether he was gonna fucking hit me or we were gonna hug or fuck or whatever. It was just fucking weird. It was a trip.
What about the double down?
Ooh, really? You're gonna bring that shit up?
Kick.
God damn it.
It's up to you, man. I mean, this shit's gonna be on YouTube too, so
Nice.
just
It's all right.
remember
Well,
that.
the names will change to protect the fucking.
No, it's not.
dickheads.
Well, I mean, unless
So-
you lie about the names.
So we were out at the Double Down. What? 6 months ago?
Ooh, wow. Was it that long?
It must have been. Yeah, about
Holy
6 months
shnikes.
ago. No, it was during Punk Rock Bowling.
Okay.
We were doing a Double Down show during Punk Rock Bowling. There were a couple other bands that had come out. One of the bands, the bass player decided he wanted to get shit-faced and be kind of a dick. So while we're playing, he's kind of running the pit, and as he's coming by, he's punching me in the leg. The first song, right off the fucking bat. And
Punch you in the leg? How tall was he?
well, it's like a 3-foot stage riser.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought you were about to start a fight with a midget, dude. And I'm like, come on, man, not on this show.
Don't fucking get me wrong. If a
All
midget's
right.
gonna fucking step up, then.
Oh, gotcha.
But
All right.
So after the first song,
Little people, I'm sorry.
yeah. I tell him, hey, dude, what's your name? And I don't even remember what he said. And I said, hey, you know
my
what?
favorite.
Get him a beer on my tab. Hey, just have some fucking fun, homeboy. It's cool. You don't have to fucking punch me. He comes back by through the song.
I'm sorry,
And
man.
he starts punching me again. And I'm like, fuck, what the fuck? I'm looking at all my friends and I'm like, what the fuck? He stops punching me after the second song, but he goes over and he's standing in front of Jake. and he starts fucking pounding the stage right by Jake's foot.
He knows not to fuck with the assassin. That's the problem.
And he had been doing the same thing. He was pounding on top of my fucking foot. So he's doing that, and I fucking had enough. And a couple of shots of ass juice. So I fucking walked over in the middle of the fucking song and Sparta kicked the motherfucker. And then,
Sparta kick.
Yeah, dude. Well, look, Jake's my fucking guy. Do not fuck with my band members.
That's the Bible, right? Right there.
And the bass player nobody cares about anyways. He's sort of like the enforcer in hockey. You know what I mean? Go take your fucking
the
2
fucking
minute
bass
major.
player.
But and then I said the fucking lamest fucking thing I probably could have ever fucking said. I was like, "Get this motherfucker out of here, or we're off the fucking stage." And as soon as it fell out of my mouth, I was like, "You fucking idiot."
I was more amazed that he was yelling for security. I don't think there's any. Security's playing drums right now.
Yeah. We hashed it out afterwards, but yeah, that was probably the craziest as far as levels of violence. I'm old. I don't want to catch a case or a fucking broken nose anymore.
Right? No, I hear you on that. I hear you on that. All right.
And yes, we'll fight little people.
No, I will not.
What Dave will do to little people, you don't want to know unless you're into it.
All right. You guys are listening to the Black Lung Show, the best punk rock show on the internet. Let me say this to all for everybody too that makes me laugh, man. I see this shit on social media, which I've got a really big love-hate relationship with. There's a lot of radio stations, and people doing this, in their closet in their house and all that stuff, So one thing that I've loved about Kaotic Radio is that we actually have a studio. It doesn't sound professional today, but it's been pretty professional. It's been right. Yeah,
that was correct.
Thank you. I love seeing when bands or when hosts come on the show or they're posting online and they're like, "This is the greatest rock and roll show on the internet." Yeah, well, you're fucking wrong. This is the greatest show. This is the Black Lung Show, the OG punk rock show of Kaotic Radio. Kaotic Radio is going in a new direction. First Off Records, the Less Offs, the Rundown Creeps, Southpaw, Off the Wall, Shoobies, and something motherfucking ferocious, and a whole lot of other stuff coming up. We're gonna play some more music from the Less Offs. B, why don't you we'll just do fucking punk rock. You pick one. Here's the Less Offs again. Black Lung Show. That was a Shoebies, right?
Correct.
Yeah, right. I got it right. Cool, man. You guys are listening to the Black Lung Show live on chaoticradio.com. Chaotic Radio lives. We're not going away. That's right, B. We're not going anywhere. It's only going to get better. I've got a lot of great guests coming in studio. Like I said, I've been planning stuff out since I've been gone for a little while. I've got especially with this record label now, man. I'm really stoked on this, Lauren. You know,
we're doing good things, dude.
We're doing really good things, and I want people to know this too: is that people have egos in this industry, right? And it's really nice to work with people that don't. That people that actually genuinely want to help other people. You know what I mean? That's why if you've ever listened to this show, and I've rarely played my own band on here. I have bands come in studio, I promote them, I promote the scene. And when I talked to Lauren for the first time, and he was asking me about when he was telling me about First Off Records, and I was really intrigued, man. You're a genuine person. You know what I mean? A lot of promoters want you to sell tickets, or a lot of bands want to jump on bandwagons and not help promote. A lot of people are out for themselves. Is basically what I'm trying to say. If that is coming out right.
You're getting there.
I'm working on it. It's a work in progress, brother. It's been a little while, man. I got to get back on the horse. But the goal and why I decided to be a part of First Off Records is to help other bands. The same thing. The reason why I started the Black Lung Show years ago, like, you know, when I have famous bands, sometimes I get giddy because it's for me. You know, when I interview Cheetah Chrome from the Dead Boys or CJ Ramone from the Ramones. But then when I interview other bands, it's like I want to help promote the scene, and I think that's what we're going to be doing. I know that's what we're going to be doing with First Off Records. So if you guys can go on Facebook and, you know, and like the Black Lung Show and like the First Off Records page, you know, we'd appreciate that shit. It doesn't take anything, you know. We're not asking you to get out to a show. Well, we are, but
yeah,
at least you can do that fucking first, you know. God
right.
damn it. So you guys, all right, you guys just played last night. We have a show coming up, and this is what I wanted to promote, especially because it's coming up really, really fast. In 2 weeks, we are setting up a First Off Records show, and I think this is going to be the very first one where it's everybody from First Off Records.
No, Shoebies won't be.
Oh, all right. Well, we played your music, so you got that. And they need a drummer.
You, Jason.
And they need a drummer, right? Is that what you were saying?
And you too, Daniel.
I know Mike's listening. Mike Sosa from fucking one of the best punk bands I've ever seen live. I swear to God. And trust me, Mad Parade is a great band.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, dude, I know you're always looking to jam, brother. Hit him up. I know you were texting me on the Facebook post when I was talking about coming back on today. I'll call you later. But the Shoebies are looking for a drummer. Anyway, the 21st, coming up in 2 weeks in San Bernardino. It's where, yeah, dude. Jesus Christ, dude. I know.
Dirty Dino.
Sam, burn your brother for an 8 ball. I mean, we can go on and on for days about. That's where I live too, by the way. So I'm not. No, I am talking shit. But
you can only talk shit from a place if you're from that place.
That's right. Thank you. Except Hemet, though. I could talk shit about Hemet because I played there a lot.
Yeah, I think.
No offense to the Walking Toxins and the good bands that are from Hemet, dude. But you do. I get scared there.
Hemet, yeah, I like them. I like all of them out there.
Well, see, I'm from San Bernardino. I'm from the hood. You know what I mean? Like I understand that when you get out there, those are some scary white boys. You know what I mean? I was driving down the street and there's like tweaker ass fucking Nazi skinheads skateboarding in the middle of the fucking street. I'm like, it's 3, motherfucker. What are you doing? You gotta be. You should be. All right, I'll go on. I like Hemet. You should go out and see the shows. VFMS. I don't even forget that word.
Yeah.
Victor. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about, Hemet.
VFMS, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And especially all the fucking punk rock chicks in Hemet. You guys are the most gangster chicks I've ever seen in my. Have you ever seen an all-girl pit? Go to Hemet. That's I swear to God, it's fucking creepy there. B's looking at me. I'm not making this shit up, dude. The chicks are they'll kill you. They'll stab you, take your fucking money. They're nice though.
They're lovely humans.
You are
lovely humans.
Very lovely Hemet ladies. All right. Where the fuck was I talking about? Talking about our show in San Bernardino. It's on the 20th. It's good to be back. On the 21st, it's in 2 weeks. It's on a Sunday, okay? So check it out. It's all ages. It's free. It's at Thank you. Thank you,
welcome.
Lauren.
I'm here for you.
I know. Brew Rebellion in San Bernardino. It's kind of like at the old Norton Air Force Base. So one of the reasons that I wanted to put this on, and please listen, because this is where I do actually get serious. We do try to do good things in the community, and it's a benefit for NAMI. And it's a mental health organization. I don't know if you guys have family members or not. You don't have to make jokes about this, but people with mental health issues, I do have family members that have schizophrenia, and so it's just a good benefit. We're going to do a raffle. If you can donate, we're going to have vendors there, and the lineup's going to be sick, right? So headlining the show, it's going to be my boys, the Lessoffs, who are in studio with us right now.
What?
Yeah, see? You heard it first here on the Black Lung Show. Then
So did the Lessoffs.
Is that the case? Usually, it's usually with a drummer too, right? They're like,
Oh, he didn't even know we were doing this today. I had to text him because he texted me the night before. I'm
I
like,
kind of remember.
hey, what time we got to
All right.
be there? He's like, go be where? I'm like,
that's punk rock. That's punk rock. Usually, it's the drummer that's always he's not paying attention. But Lauren, you forgot.
I didn't. I know there's a difference between forgetting and not remembering.
I'm sweating right now because I'm trying to pay attention right now.
So
I'm always sweating.
yeah. So the 21st, we're gonna have some vendors.
Yeah, we're gonna have some vendors. It's at Brew Rebellion. They're gonna have a lot of good beer. We're gonna have a raffle. There's gonna be 5 bands: Less Off, Something Ferocious, Southpaw, Rundown Creeps, and Off the Wall. So you got pretty much every band from First Off Records except for the Shoebies.
Yeah. And we'll miss you guys.
But they should show up though
They should show up.
and support. Like I said, it's gonna be all ages Halloween party too, so you guys can dress up.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be a good time. That's what we're promoting. I personally am extremely excited because that show I just told you about, right, was not only so fucking weird. One of my guitar players, who I still love, by the way, he decided he was gonna quit the band, and
Boo.
well, either you're into it or you're not. You know what I mean? And I got a brand new guitar player right now. If you listen to the show too, when we interviewed Lucifer, he was on the show. Mike Christie was in the White Demons. Fight was in Battalion of Saints. One of the best musicians I've ever jammed with. We just got done practicing right now. I'm so excited to start this off again. I'm excited for the future for my band, Something Ferocious. I'm excited for the Black Lung Show. I'm excited for Kaotic Radio. I'm excited for this show. So let's raise some money. Get down there. It's during the day too. It's in San Bernardino. It's at a brewery, so Uber or Lyft that shit, so you don't get popped for a DUI. Those things are expensive.
Or just have your kids that are over 12 drive you home. No one's endorsing that for reals. It was just a joke.
I'm so glad I got you on here. I should have just asked your band to come on and just have you
God.
text me.
People keep giving me microphones. I keep telling them it's a bad fucking idea.
What do you think, Jake?
What?
Well said. All right, let's play some more music. B, you got some more left offs? All right.
That is why I love Jake.
This is going well. It's going really well.
Swimmingly.
What do you got to say, Corbin Dallas?
I just got that, the filth element. All right, see? There we go. Did you get that? B got it. Of course, B got it.
Assassin.
Here you go. Here are the left offs again. We're back. The Black Lung Show. No excuses. We're having a good time here in the studio.
It's fun.
Yes. Indubitably.
There you go. Now he's using big words and he's confusing me.
Yeah, so don't ask me to spell it.
All right.
Only on my phone.
So B, you got the theme song pulled up? All right. So let's start the show once again. And
Do-overs are fantastic.
exactly. So here's how the show should have started. You're welcome.
Cut. Take 2.
You want me to hum it myself?
Wait. we're
No,
doing
that's all right.
hummers?
Whoa.
That's all right.
I was waiting for you to say
I
something.
got a theme. There we go. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. You're listening to the Black Lung Show on the world famous Chaotic Radio. I'm kidding, man, but
When's it starting?
starting right fucking now.
Nice.
Yeah, we're
was
all
my
here.
line.
Oh, all right. It's a work in progress, people. Bear with us. Bear with us. Again, I want to say this too, though, because over the last few years, I've been watching the show grow, and I've been watching people all over the United States and even in Europe share the page. Thanks to all the fans that listen to this, Joy Jet in Texas, Victoria in New York, you know who you people are, I really appreciate that. It means a lot. You know what I mean? When I first started playing in punk bands like 23 years ago, I had all these, the same thing you guys probably did. All these, dude, we're going to go tour with and play with Bad Religion and Agent Orange, and we're going to fucking get signed, and it's going to be fucking great. It's not great. There's only a handful of bands that can actually make it. But the thing is, I think that I've learned over these years is that just playing with people that you can have a good time with and write good music, it's what it's all about. When you go to play a show, that's it. Oh, speaking of which, because there's so much good stuff going on right now. So just so you know, we didn't get to play last night. Thank you for the offer. We were going to play with Rick Agnew and RF7 over at Characters. Heard that was a good show. I wanted to come check you guys out last night at the Highbrow. Soaring Blackbirds, the Less Offs. We got asked to play Carlos's last farewell show. I know he's driving to some undisclosed location. It was Carlos from World Class Act last night. Davia Pizza, right?
Yeah.
Toxic Energy was on the bill, and some other
The
band.
Logs, we love those guys.
The Logs, yeah. That's a good segue. On the show, he's all surprised. No,
Bonus points.
I always do this, right? As we were talking about supporting the scene on the show, I always ask the bands to show some love to other bands. Of course, the Flying Brains and everyone that I've already mentioned off First Off Records. Who else do you guys want to plug? It's your chance, for all 16 people that are listening to the show right now. They might want to know.
I think just about any band I've got to play with as far as since I've been in this band. Cadaver Pudding's one of my favorite bands. Who else?
Why are you asking me what's going on in your fucking head?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just saying all the bands that I've got to share the stage with.
Fuck,
man,
you know what?
Really enjoy all the good shows.
In the Inland Empire, you can fucking throw a rock and hit a good fucking show every Friday and Saturday night. So there's a ton of us out there. Get the fuck out. Go to some shows. Put your phone down for a minute. Look at your phone long enough to see where the shows are at, but then get out and get to the fucking shows. Standard and Poor, Flying Brains.
Yeah.
We talked about them earlier. Walking
Soaring
Toxins,
Blackbirds are really
Soaring
good.
Blackbirds. Fuck, those guys blew us
they're
away
badass.
last night. Just like Dave said, any band we fucking played with.
Everyone's just really
Except
cool
for
and
that
just
one band in
appreciative even
Vegas.
at the show. You know what I mean? Just to show up at the show and have a good time and then stay after your band plays. That's even another, good, cool thing to do. Just hang out. Because
Tracy and Ronnie Chaos as well. They do shows out
was
in
a fun show,
Riverside
too.
Brooks Bar?
at
Yeah.
Brooks Bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they are all about the fucking scene, and I think that's why initially I wanted to do, and you and I have talked about it. The record label is just because of that. Is that there seemed to be a disconnect with everybody kind of doing what they were doing. I wanted to reconnect everybody. I wanted to bring it back together to like it was in the 80s and through the 90s, where the social media is a love-hate. We all know this. If you play in a band, you have to fucking have the Facebook. It's a
Right.
bummer, but it is what it is. Back in the day, that's not how it was. You went to shows. You handed out your fucking flyers when people were walking out. You went to the local record stores. You posted the bills up on the cork boards by all the fucking the fanzines.
Yeah.
That's translated into fucking Facebook and Twitter and all that shit. So I want to bring it back together that way and kind of build the scene the way it used to be, only newer with the new ideas and the new technology.
That's interesting that you bring that up because over the years I've talked about that a lot on the show. Is that here's the old man talk, right? The back in the day, I think it was just a lot more pure, if that makes sense, when you actually had to physically do shit. Not sit there on your phone and just post a flyer. You had to book a show. You had to call your friends on the phone. You had to talk to them, right? You had to, and then if you did it the punk rock way, because we weren't graphic artists back then, you would go and you would cut up a magazine and you would cut and paste it kind of like the old Sex Pistol style. Then you'd go to Kinko's. Then you would make the fucking flyers. Then you'd have to cut them out. And then you'd go to the Showcase Theater or you'd go to any record like Mad Platter, Doctor Strange Records. You threw them out there and you tried your best to get word of mouth, And now it seems like it's very lazy and no one really wants to put in the work. They think, and especially for promoters too, because I feel their pain too. A lot of bands talk shit about promoters, but the bands don't seem to be working as hard anymore. And it's just not all the bands. This is just my opinion. You post up a flyer, like once. Hey, we're playing here in 2 weeks.
That's it. Then you let it just soak.
Exactly, and then they show, and then you show
your shit.
Right, and then you show up and you're like, how come nobody's here? Like, oh, it must be the fucking promoter. It could be you too. I mean, we used to have to work for this shit. That's the old guy rant.
Well,
Anyway.
no, but at the same time, I mean, if the bands are continually drawing 30 and 40 fucking people, then the promoters are gonna fucking realize and.
Hopefully.
Well, and if they don't, then you don't play that fucking venue.
That's right. That's
You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
Hey, can you play this show? Nah, we're good. I got shows lined up. So it's everybody. It really truly is a community.
Right.
And when everybody's just pointing fingers at who's doing what and how it can get done better, let's get off our asses and fucking do it better. I don't know.
Well
That's
said.
my old man fucking rant. Somebody give me a beer. I'm kidding, but you don't really have to give me a beer. Cool.
Damn. He said you're ugly and you can't read good. Jake, are you all right?
Yeah.
All right.
Jake's fucking
I'm just checking, man.
dandy. He's dandy.
I want to make sure you're okay. I appreciate it, though.
We'd all be dead already if he wasn't.
What was it? Did you see the new? Never mind.
Jake
No.
Wick?
Was it?
What was the
Jake
the,
Wick?
the movie with Denzel Washington? He plays the crazy fucking guy.
The Equalizer?
The Equalizer. Yeah,
Oh, he ain't crazy.
that's fucking Jake.
The Equalizer.
Yeah, it's just
You just got your new nickname right now.
Yeah.
You got to put that in the new album.
That's
Jake,
Jake
the Equalizer.
Jake the Equalizer.
Oh, he smiled. Look at that.
Calm and quiet until it's time to handle business.
That's right. Oh, how about that one? You remember that movie SLC Punk?
Yeah.
You remember the guy that was standing in the corner? Because I had a friend like that too. The one that had the glasses and the one that would just stand there.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
someone would just come up and he just fucking slam him against the fucking wall. Fuck you, like
Yeah.
just cool as shit. That's probably this guy right here. He's gonna be sitting here. I'm gonna say something stupid. I'm gonna get fucking slammed against the wall before I leave.
I haven't seen him explode yet, but oh no, wait,
Well,
that didn't sound right, did it? I haven't seen him. Yeah, I've seen him angry. Jake's a fucking. He's wonderful.
He's doing math beyond our knowledge in his head right now. That's
Dude.
the problem.
It's a beautiful mind.
He's way ahead of us, and we just don't know it.
B's laughing. Look at that.
He's already heard the new CD, and we don't even know what songs we're going to be playing.
Right. So speaking of which, I think we've got the 21st, right? That's coming
right.
up. That's first off. And then outside of that, I think November for us is pretty slow until the end of November. We've got a show with Agent Orange, Since We Were Kids, Off the Wall, and us out in Yucca Valley. I know it's fucking Yucca Valley, but it's Agent fucking Orange. You should
And
get
God,
out
he's
there.
working.
You guys just play. Let me ask you that then. You guys just played in Yucca Valley, right?
Yeah, same place, same
that
place,
place
and it's
kicks
a
ass.
really
Nice.
fucking bitchin'. It's a bitchin' venue. Drinks are cheap. The acoustics in the place were badass. The sound guy, and I don't remember his name. I'm sorry. Was a great fucking dude. For a bunch of local bands, he took the time to fucking dial everybody in. Mike drums, the whole fucking 9 yards. He took the time to dial everybody in. It was crazy.
Sounded really good.
I think sometimes when you get out of the Inland Empire, LA, Orange County area, where everybody's just so fucking next. This guy's got to work for his fucking living, and you could tell.
Yeah.
You could tell
Yeah,
he
it
had
was really
appreciation for his craft, and he cared about how the fucking band sounded. So it was really cool.
No, that's good. That's
Gaddy's
great.
in Yucca Valley, November 28th with Agent Orange and a bunch of other fucking cool bands.
I thought it was
October, November, what the fuck?
You're talking about November, right?
Yeah,
I thought
what'd
that
I
was the
say?
30th.
Something.
November
Check
30th.
our fucking Facebook. Don't listen to me. I've been drinking beer.
Oh wow.
Day after my birthday, so
Then
I
listen to
remembered it.
him.
The drummer remembers the show, and
Yeah.
that's
Look,
dude, that's
you know-
that's embarrassing,
Yes,
dude. Come
I'm
on,
just
man.
the bass player.
All right, fair enough, dude. No, you just saved yourself on that one. Oh man.
Pizza here yet?
Pizza.
And we're back. You're listening to the Black Lung Show live on chaoticradio.com. We're having a good time here in studio. This is what I love to do, man. And I think if you're listening to the show, while it might be a little unprofessional, it's family, and that's, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong too. If we're talking about this, Lauren, because I think you and I have had these conversations before, as we start this new endeavor, this crazy, stupid endeavor about starting a record label.
Yeah, insanity.
You son of a bitch! I can't believe I let you talk me back into this crap. I had a record label back in the day. It's not easy, having a radio show is not easy. But if it's not easy, then it's not fun. You gotta work at this. And so I've looked at people when they have like the Misfits, the Fiend Club, or you've got Turbo Negro, the Turbo Hugend, right? You got these fan clubs. My idea was for First Off Records would be the First Off family. Like, if you're part of this, you're family with us. You know what I mean? No fans, no fucking fan club, No. You're just right there with us, and for you guys too, you guys don't know me yet, but I don't know if you've ever heard my show before, but I've said this time and time again. The way that I got started with this shit back in the 90s, my best friends were playing, and I remember going and seeing my friends open up for the Dickies and just like, fuck, dude, I want to do that. I didn't know how to sing, dude, and I still don't. But I got a beer. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to get up there, and I started it. And in the 80s, I used to go watch Kiss and Pantera and these bands, right? And there was always this big divide between the security guards, and it was always this big theatrical show. We're rock stars. You go see fucking Kiss, or the Dickies. You go see Agent Orange. All these great bands. We were jumping on stage and singing with them. You know what I mean? And they would be hanging out with you. There was no rock star bullshit. So for everybody that's been a fan of the Black Lung Show, my band, the Less Offs, for all this shit, it's family, right? Let me back up, because I just thought I had a stupid thought in my head. Not like Insane Clown Posse. I know they call themselves fucking family.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you guys are, I'm sure you're nice, weird fucking weirdos.
Ran into a whole bunch of them in Vegas that for my first
Jesus,
weekend
yeah.
jam with these guys. They're actually really cool.
Right, I've seen that in the videos, but maybe we should rethink that, because I don't want anyone.
Oh, you had it right.
Staff, dude.
I don't want anyone to confuse fucking this shit with Insane Clown Posse whatsoever. You weird sons of bitches. All right, I'll take that back. Anyway, some good news. What do you think, Lauren? Should I announce this first on the radio? Because we have some plans to announce something for this compilation album that we've been working on for a while.
I think you could drop a kernel or a nugget.
Good man. So,
Nice.
with the compilation record that we've been working on, right? I love comps, man. I really have for years and years. I think the comp thing is been lost, right? I remember getting all the Hellcat record comps, the Epitaph,
The fat
record comps.
I mean, $5 and you get like 30 bands, right?
Exactly, right? Like, how can you go wrong doing that? So that was our theory doing this. And then Lauren and I went through and started going through like our Rolodex of bands and figuring out who's going to be on the comp. The comp is almost done. We are literally like about 2 bands shy of like what we want to release. And what we're going to do, so this is why you guys got to pay attention. You guys got to go to the First Off Records page. And I think for the next 2 months, we're going to release 1 new band per week and tell you who actually made the comp. Obviously, the First Off bands, the Less Offs, Southpaw,
Yep.
Shoebies, all these bands are on the comp. But you guys are going to be surprised when you see exactly who's going to be on the comp. And so,
And not only the surprise bands, like, holy shit, I love those guys.
right?
But some of the unsigned bands as well. We got submissions from all over the fucking world, and bands that literally blew me away. I've sent emails out. I don't know if any of you guys are listening, but they know they're going to be on a comp. So you're going to be just as shocked about the bands you've never heard of before as the bands that you've heard of and like, oh my God, I fucking love those guys.
Yeah. We got submissions from Australia, Spain.
Spain, France, Menifee. No, I'm just kidding. But
At least he's like, look at him. He's laughing. At least he didn't say Hammett. I'm sorry, Hammett. Jesus
but we
Christ.
did. We got, and I was surprised and also kind of enthused because all these people were like, "Hey,
I'm
let's
not laughing at you. Just
fuck you, Dave." All these bands were just like, "Hey, check out our shit. Check out our shit."
Right.
And that's what it fucking used to be like. You would go to a show, you would see some bands, and maybe they were touring bands, and they weren't anybody. They were big where they were, but they were just taking it out on the road to fucking figure it out.
yeah.
And that's exactly what these bands that submitted the songs were doing. It's like, hey, fucking check this out. So a bunch of stuff, but I'll let you maybe drop a nugget or a kernel.
Here's, I think, the best way to do this. One of the bands that we have that's going to be on the compilation record. I'm going to play some of their music for you. I'm not going to name the name, right? I got the vinyl here. It's autographed. This is an old. B looked at me all like, "Fuck Ryan, what do I got to do now?" I got you, B. It's all good, man. And now when you're watching this on YouTube too, now I'm just realizing it probably sounds like I'm talking to myself because you can't see fucking B and he doesn't got a microphone in there. There is a fucking actual guy back there. His name's B. He's the owner. His name's Bernard. He's the owner of the station. He's the one that kept this place alive. Anyway, here's a nugget that we're gonna drop. Again, if you go back and listen to the Black Lung Show, I had them on a couple of years ago. The record is autographed. Really fucking cool guys, man. I've been in the scene for years and years. I love when they were in the studio. They were sharing stories about they were taking Green Day out on tour with them, showing them fucking the ropes. You know what I mean?
I actually really I love these guys a lot.
Do you?
Yeah, I got a fanboy boner over this.
All right. So, oh, I love that sound.
Yes, that is the best.
Here's a band that's going to be on the upcoming First Off Records compilation. I'm not going to tell you the name, but just listen to the music. It ain't going to be the song, but it's going to be this band. You're listening to the Black Lung Show live on chaoticradio.com.
I'm guilty, but I'm still alive. You know the judge, he said it's me, but now they wanna hang me high.
That was a sneak peek into one of the bands that we have on the compilation album. The compilation album, again, I can't thank the bands enough. If you want to have, if that wasn't a sneak peek enough for you, what you can do is go back and listen to the Black Lung Show for the last 3 years, because I reached out to those bands first. Lauren reached out to the bands from the label and our friends, which is what I did too. But over the years, I've come across a lot of great bands, and a lot of times, I was texting Lauren last night. I was like, "Holy shit, dude, we got this band on." Now, here's another hint about who we got on last night.
Yeah, that fucking blew me away, by the way.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's true. It's true. I've got 3 bands tattooed on me.
Come on, who?
The less offs.
Nice.
There's 3 bands that I have tattooed on me. I'm not. Don't look at this. You'll be cheating. Fucking cheaters. Looking on the camera on YouTube. I don't know if anybody would watch this shit anyway. I don't know why you would watch a radio show anyway, but we're having a good time.
Because we're handsome men.
That's wow.
We have the perfect faces for radio.
Yeah, I like that. Jay couldn't agree more.
Jake's the hot one in the band.
Well, he's the only one that's under 50.
He's the one that looks like he works out. Or can at least do a push-up or two.
I remember how to do that. Burpees. Remember that shit from?
Oh, God.
All right, back in the day. Now we're gonna get too. We're gonna
If I
get
keep
too
drinking,
old.
I'll do some pushing up on you.
Oh,
Just
all right.
kidding. Sorry,
Nice.
That's all right.
Promises.
Isn't she overseas right now anyway?
Jill. Yeah, she's in Italy, but that doesn't mean she's not watching this at like fucking 6 in the morning over there. I don't know.
Oh, it's true.
We were just talking about how weird it was to not have her at the show last night. It was really weird for me, like, not to see Jill there. She's like the
She's like the mama bear of the band.
yeah.
She's also the mama bear of the label
The label
too.
as well, yeah. Mhm.
Well, cheers to you, Jill.
Thanks, babe.
Have fun overseas. You're that's pretty cool. What the fuck were we talking about anyway? A minute ago.
Beer? I don't know.
I don't know.
The
Oh,
surprise.
Text
that-
message last night.
That's right. That's right.
Nugget.
There were no dick pics.
So I was. It's going well. So I was saying is that for me personally, I've got 3 bands tattooed on me. The first tattoo I ever got, favorite band of all time, the Misfits. I'm a huge Misfits fan. I don't care if you like them or not. And I'm not talking about that fucking other dude, Michael Graves. I hate when fucking people are like, "Oh, Misfits dig up her bones." I'm like, no, fuck your bones. It's always been fucking Glenn Danzig. I love the Misfits. The other tattoo that I've got is my band, because why the fuck would I not, right? But the third one is this one. You guys have seen it. I got a chance to play with them. One of the most phenomenal bands. I'll give you one hint. They're from New Jersey. That's all you get. And so there's a compilation record that's coming out that one of the members of the band's putting out. My band's going to be on it. Again, I'll give you more details later. But he also said, hey, you can use one of our tracks from our band to be on your comp. And so that's the coolest shit ever feeling. I know Lauren gets, because we're not giving you guys, that many great hints. But you're going to hear a lot of great local bands on this compilation record. And you're going to hear some really heavy hitters, some really good bands that you want to hear on this compilation album. So with that being said, what if I was to ask you now? And look, and Jake, you got to talk on this one, okay? You don't get any.
Speak up.
We'll start with Dave on first, right? We'll go this way. I won't start with Lauren this time. If I was a promoter, no, I'm giving you a chance to think about it, Lauren before you say something stupid.
I'm always going to say something stupid.
It's a legit question because it lets me get to know you guys and get in your head without asking you like who your influences are. This is a different way to ask you. If I was a promoter, right, and I said to you, you can have your chance to open up for any band
Oh boy.
of all time,
Oh.
and
You can't say Beethoven.
Oh boy.
no, should we do a live or dead, or should we just do a live?
Yeah, fuck it, either or.
Either or. You get to say to me right now.
Live.
Yeah. Either way, what band would you say that you would love, you would kill to play with?
Oh man.
It doesn't have to be one. I mean, there's no fucking rules to this
Yeah,
shit, man.
there's so many, but as far as
But less than
with
100,
thi-
dude.
With
We
this,
have-
with
Let's
this,
go less than 5, Lauren,
with
not
this-
less than 100. We got a time schedule here.
with this band. I would like to face to face.
Really?
Yes.
All
Are
right.
you listening, Trevor?
Yeah, that would be. I would retire after that.
You would
I
retire?
would fucking retire. I'd be done.
Never mind,
I made it
Trevor.
right there. I'd be so happy. Yeah, it'd be ridiculous. Yeah,
That's a good one.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'd say Social D.
Social distortion. All
I'd
right.
retire after that too.
You can't retire after fucking the first show because you won't be able to play the
I
second
retire
show.
for the night. That's about it.
All right. Fair enough.
I'd be too excited and be all fanboy, all stupid. I probably wouldn't even have a shirt on. That's how out of my mind I'd be.
Never mind. Are you listening, Trevor? Shit, dude. I think honestly, this is gonna be weird, but
Oh, I like weird.
Neurosis or Quicksand?
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's different.
yeah.
I like that. I like that. I like when I've had people on here that don't give you the same kind of answer. You know, like you would think, like, you know, rock and roll bands, Led Zeppelin, or punk rock bands, Ramones. I like when people come on here, like, I like to play with the Melvins. You know what I mean?
Oh,
There's,
the fucking Melvins too.
wouldn't that be sick,
badass.
right?
Yeah.
The Melvins are the
badass.
shit, you know?
Buzzo just fucking going at it.
Yeah, yeah. You know, and for me, honestly, and I know B is gonna would agree with this. For years in the punk rock scene, the greatest band of all time live was the Ramones. Hands fucking down, right? Can't argue with that shit.
Nope.
The band that my wife and I are the most into, that I've actually traveled with my wife, saw him in Denver, saw him in Chicago, saw him here. Go fucking Bordello. Go Bordello. That gypsy punk rock band is the best live. Don't
I'm
fucking
not-
don't you
I
dare
didn't-
disagree with me, you
I'm
son of a
not-
bitch. This is my show. Go Bordello puts on the best live show. I don't care if you like their music or not, but they're a fucking phenomenal. And that's it.
I haven't seen. I apparently I should get out to a show because
You have to.
anybody who's seen them it's the same fucking thing. These guys are fucking amazing.
The,
live.
the first time I saw them, we saw them in Pomona, right? And I was standing back there watching them fucking play, and watching the whole audience just like a wave, just moving, and their sound and their fucking energy and their performance. I remember I had this conversation with my wife. I looked at her and I was like, Nadine, I was like, I quit. I'm never gonna be this cool. These motherfuckers are bad as shit. Anyway,
That's,
So-
that's
so the
like the
crowd
best
was-
experience too, man. Even to be at a show like that, you know what I mean? It's like old shows back at the barn and even stuff like that, man. Just,
Oh yeah.
oh look at you. Now we're getting
Yeah.
nostalgic,
Now-
you know.
Yeah. But same thing with Neurosis. I fucked probably a dozen times, and
It's a
those
showcase.
guys just fucking. It's
some of my
intense.
favorite shows are like Subhumans, dude. At the Showcase, I mean, like, you know, just you just feel the punk rock. You just like
Did you see
This is
Subhumans
why,
in
dude.
San Bernardino when they played back in the day with Calavera?
No, I was at that show with the Live at the Dive when they recorded that one.
Oh, no
I was at
shit.
those shows. That was my homeboy's birthday, so
Wow.
those shows, yeah.
That's cool, man.
That was a great time, dude. It was even back in the day. I took my little cousin at the time when he was only 16. His first show was 7 seconds because he really liked 7 seconds.
Nice.
I had him holding just hold on my belt. We'll go around the pit. All right. He's like, all right,
Pulls his back pocket out.
Don't let go. I'm like, all right, here we go. You know, because the whole night I didn't go in because he's with me and he was little at the time. You know. So,
Yeah.
But I'm gonna just hang out on my belt. Don't let go because I had an older homie that used to tell me the same stories they used to make the younger heads do was hold on to his belt. So I'm like, all right, well, here's
Doesn't that mean something different in prison though?
I have not. Yeah, I've never been to prison, so
read
no,
All right.
thank you.
I saw American Me.
Yeah, well, that didn't happen there, but
I'm
no, thank you. I'd rather not know. That's why I stay. You know, no thanks. But
I didn't mean to fight.
but it was a good time. You know, what I mean, it just
Yeah.
You know, all the shows there. You know, miss places like that. It's sad to see that there aren't as many spots like that for youngsters to go. All 8 shows. You know what I mean? Especially when you're a kid. Like, where do you go nowadays when you're 17, 18, 19, 16 to go watch your buddy's band play other than the backyard parties? You know
No,
what I mean?
I hear you. Man, I'm glad to have you on the radio, man. This is cool because Lauren and I would talk about this on the phone.
Oh, dude, I get chills up my spine when I hear a kid playing drums in a garage. I'm like, yes. You know what I mean? I want to go in there and just watch you. Just, you know, I'm not gonna give you advice and just do what your heart feels, homie. Just do
I've
your
done the
thing.
same shit. Like when you hear like a band like practicing, like
Yeah.
when I'm at work and I'm like, I just want to go knock the like
Can
keep
I
that
watch?
shit up. Yeah, right on.
I've been watching bands since 87, 86, whatever.
Yeah.
Just and then when my brother took me to go watch his band play, and I was like, this is awesome. Like this is, my people, like my tribe. It's so great to watch that. Even no matter what kind of music nowadays, I'll go to the swap meet and watch live bands. And then drink beers and just I don't care what kind of music you're playing. I just want to hear it played. Have a good time with it. But ain't nothing beats that feeling. Watching a live band. You can't. I don't care how loud you turn on your record. The closest thing is that the needle hitting the record.
Yeah, that's
the
true.
closest you can get to it. But as far as go watching a band, man, you don't understand punk rock until you go to a show, until you actually let loose and have a good time and realize, no, we're not fighting. We're having a good time.
We're a bunch of fucking weirdos, and this is how we're fucking letting the steam off.
Yeah. And all the different genres I've been a part of, man, is fun. I met some of the most influential people have been from local bands and local shows. They inspire me to this day as far as old friends and old band members from shows that my old band got the pleasure of sharing the stage with.
Right.
I met some most amazing drummers and guitar players. Like, oh, God, you're bad. And they're telling me, dude, it was badass. I'm like, no. I just practiced it a million times. Like, you don't even look like you're playing. I'm like, well, I am. You don't look like you're playing. I'm trying to copy you. You're badass, But that's why I love the camaraderie I see now. I just barely got back in a scene to where I'm getting to meet new people, and I love it. And it's fun. Everyone's really cool, and chill. It's just humble, and it's like this guy. I was like,
It's
I love how quiet this dude is, but at the same time, he kicks ass. You know what I mean? As far as what he does, like we're in the studio and I'm listening to him record. I'm like, yeah, all right, I should be doing less. I'm totally drowning you out. Thank you, Dave Klein. I love you. They give me some advice, please. I beg of you. But as far as what we do, I have a good time with it. This guy, as crazy as Lauren is, he is very, I want to say,
Stupid.
or organized in a chaotic way. You know what I mean? I love watching him do his thing, and it's like, yeah, I feel no need to ever correct them for crying out loud. I'm like, yeah, go, dude, go. As far as
gets no more beers.
yeah, and then as far as my singer goes, they're good guys. I'm having a good time. So, and yeah, Dave doesn't need any more beers. He got the good.
Dude, you unpacked some real shit there, Dave. That was fucking
Sorry,
awesome.
I had to let loose
That's
a little bit.
okay.
I know we're almost done, so I'm like, let me stop.
I'm just gonna blow this fucking wad all over the
Might as
fucking
well.
desk.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm glad. Hopefully my kid's listening right now.
So,
Wait a minute, I just told you about blowing wads. Why would you say that after I said that?
Because it's punk rock and you're an asshole.
Thank you.
Welcome to Asshole Radio. This is the Black Lung Show. No, that's dude. I actually sat back listening to you right now and just I love that, man. I appreciate that, and it's good to hear that from other musicians. Here's a point too, especially when you guys are talking about like Dave Klein and stuff, right? So, we just got done doing our EP, the Reckless EP, and we recorded over at Dog Run Studio with Eddie Casillas from the Voodoo Glow Skulls.
okay.
Which Eddie is rad as well.
Oh, go, dude. That's what I'm saying. That's
Another band you should go see at the barn.
yeah, exactly, right? The barn everywhere. When we were recording with them, right? And again, it's all the guys in the band are 40-ish, like right around, a little less, a little more. But Eddie would just give us these pointers and just tell us, like, hey, you should try to do this. Like when you work with someone that's outside of your band, kind of like a producer, isn't that fucking awesome? It's kind of like
man.
that fifth member.
Dude,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Not because I've worked with a lot of egotistical maniacs, and I'm not going to name any of these guys on air. I was about to. There's a
I saw it in your eyes.
Yeah,
You're like,
dude,
I'm
there's-
gonna just- Rah!
There's some motherfuckers, dude. That I'll call you. I'm not going to call you out because I'm a good person now. I found Jesus.
Where was he at?
He's on the corner of Baseline and Highland in San Bernardino. Jesus he's selling oranges. I love Mexicans because they're not They are not asking for welfare like most people think. Mexicans are asking. They're in front of the Home Depot. They're asking for work. All right. So Jesus or Jesus is trying to earn a fucking decent living. Okay. I like that guy.
That took a left turn.
It sure did.
Yes, it did.
It sure did.
Talking about my Theo like that.
Your Theo can fucking build a porch better than anybody else, and he's going to do it for a lot less work. That's what I'm saying. We're good
Don't
people.
tell him to, because then he'll ask me for help.
All right. I just took a U-turn right now.
Yeah.
I was trying to help.
What the fuck are we talking
Bail
about?
you out of that
Thank
one.
you. I know that was terrible. That was terrible.
I'm not even Mexican, so
You're not?
I'm Puerto Rican. I'm East Coast Mexican.
You're close enough, dude. Jesus Christ, dude.
They're like my cousins, though, so yeah, I gotta be on their side. I got cousins that are, so I don't think that matters nowadays. So
Not really, dude.
No.
Not really. And nothing to the white people, but that's what I'm saying. You know, if
Take it easy.
if you're brown, then fucking everyone's Mexican. They don't care if you're fucking from El Salvador or fucking Nicaragua or anywhere. You're Mexican. That's basically it.
Yeah.
Jake's Mexican though, and Jake's the assassin.
El tiburón.
Huh.
Yeah, the quiet shark.
I just know he's gonna choke me with my seatbelt when we leave.
Yeah, dude.
He's sharpening a toothbrush right now. You guys can't see it.
He's like, oh, now I'm Mexican, huh?
Yeah. The mom's soccer van's gonna be swerving down the 60 freeway as Jake's just fucking choking.
I don't know. I
Dave
have
out.
no idea what the fuck we were talking
We're
about.
talking about my speech.
Yeah. It's over. We're having a good time. Working with different people, producers and stuff like that.
Yes.
I think that's where I was going with this bullshit. Egos. That's where we're going with it. Look, if you're in a band, it's going to be a struggle. Okay, for all you kids listening to this show, take it from all the old fuckers here. Some people aren't going to want to go down that road with you. Some people are going to be like, hey, we're not getting paid. I don't want to do this anymore. Hey, these shows, I don't want to play this, this often. This sucks. Hey, we're not playing with good enough bands. This sucks. I'm done. Anybody that tells you that kind of shit is not in it for the right reason. That's it. And I'm telling you the truth right now. If you want to play music, you want to play it because you love it, and that's it. Listen, guys, there's no money in this. You know what I mean? Things have changed right now. No one gets discovered anymore. What the fuck was that, B?
The beach.
The beach.
I feel relaxed now.
Seagulls. I'll win that contest.
That just threw me the fuck off my game completely.
Not me. That's why I won.
All right. That's why I got this guy.
My
There's
chair's-
any
my
money.
chair's gonna
If
give up.
you've got to fucking love this to do this, and if you don't love it, get
Thank
the fuck
you.
out of it. Get out of the way because there's people behind you that want to do this and they love to do this, and they're only going to do it because they have no other fucking choice. It's going to explode out of them one way or the other. They're just there to show it to you.
That's
And-
this guy right here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's Jake, dude. Yeah. That's why I'm excited to jam with them. You know what I mean? That's what he does. He ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. So
You love watching it explode out of Jake.
Jake the Snake.
Speaking of,
Yep.
how did your radio show? How did I turn it into like fucking Grinder?
I don't know, dude.
I'm loving it.
Are you single,
I'll
dude,
come back
Jake?
tomorrow.
No? He's not? All right. I don't even know why I asked that question.
I don't either. I'm trying to put that shit together right now.
I am too. None of this shit makes sense anymore. Hey, B. You there? Go Bordello, man. Just fucking help me out, dude, for fucking sake. Please,
Yeah,
God damn
somebody
it.
throw us a line.
Uh,
Can we go to commercial?
No cocaine on the show.
no, no cocaine on the table. It's going well.
I got told that story.
You heard about it?
I got told that story.
That shit sucked, dude.
Speaking of no cocaine on the table.
Again, my favorite band, live band, Go Go Bordello. You guys got to get into them. Just check them out, dude. Trust me, dude. I would not steer you guys fucking wrong. I won't steer you guys wrong about punk rock. I won't steer you guys wrong about horror movies, and I won't steer you wrong about a taco shop. Tacos are the greatest. Oh, I'll tell you about some taco shows, man. We'll get all this. We're running out of time. We actually did do the whole 2 hours. I was gonna try to get out of here early, but
Holy crap.
yeah, it's time. We're gonna do the sports show coming up next with these guys. For the sports show coming up to you, by the way, if you talk shit about the Dodgers or the Rams, dude, I'm gonna dick punch you. Those are my fucking teams, and they're
Can I
killing.
ask real quick?
Yeah.
Is a dick punch a punch with your dick or a punch in the dick?
In the dick.
Okay.
At least he's a Rams fan. If he was a Raiders fan, he'd stab us.
Yeah, it's true. Everyone except for Jake, he scares the shit out of me right now. Listen, guys.
Told you he's the assassin.
I know, man.
I
That's
don't
what
fuck
I'm
with
saying.
Jake, dude.
Yeah. The biggest guy in the room scared of fucking the quiet. It's the quiet motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
And you sing, dude?
Like a fucking.
Like a siren?
Like an
Like a,
angel.
yeah.
He's an angel.
I don't know. You're like an angel. Thank you, Dave.
Jake, the show's over now. You know, you want? Is there anything you want to say at all whatsoever? You get up on the mic. Come on.
I don't know. Thanks for having us, I guess.
Well
I'm gonna kill
said.
you later, Dave.
Well said. Well said. Can't wait to see this guy live.
Oh,
We
dude.
are playing a show with these guys, the Less Offs, my band, Something Ferocious, Off the Wall, Southpaw, and the Rundown Creeps in 2 weeks, okay? And check it out, okay? It's a benefit for NAMI, mental health. We're gonna have raffles. We're gonna have vendors. It's gonna be cool. Craft beers. It's gonna be a fun time. And during the day too, so you got no fucking excuse. Like I gotta go to work the next day. It'll be over by the time you gotta go to bed, unless you're a pussy. And that's gonna be at the Brew Rebellion in San Bernardino. Thanks, B man, for keeping fucking the studio alive. Do me a
Thank you,
favor.
B.
You got my band, Something Ferocious. You got that somewhere? He'll find it. He'll find it. We got that shit everywhere too now, by the way. That's a cool thing. You know, I will say this for the first time here live, you know, with me being a partner now in First Off Records. We're going to re-release this with First Off Records.
Cool.
It's,
We talked about it.
yeah. It's on, dude. It's all right, dude. I got you. I got you.
So go
You
check out all the fucking bands on First Off Records. Go listen to our shit. Like us on the Facebook, the Instagram, your mom's house, all the fucking places.
My
we've
face,
been
your
to.
face, all that shit.
Yeah.
I hate that. Is MySpace still around?
I think so, but I don't even remember my password.
Neither do I, but I stole all the pictures.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Yes.
Hey, Dutchie, I can't wait to hear your show again. For all the other shows, the sports shows coming up after us, it's been a long road here at Kaotic Radio. Thank you guys for sticking with us, you know. And stay tuned. We're gonna put some of the bands in rotation. There's a lot of programming changes that are gonna be coming on the show. B, you found me? All right. So Lauren knows. Some of you guys know. Again, like I said, I don't play my band too often. I'd rather you guys come out and see us live. But what song do you got pulled up for me, B? You got Reckless? Let's do that one.
Cool.
Here's a little love song from my band called Reckless. Thanks for listening to Black Lung Show.